is just to share with you what I do, how I got started, and like how we earn an income, everything. And I'm going to try to go through it in like 30 or 40 minutes because I don't want to keep you guys a long time. And Henry wants me to snuggle with him. So, but I'm very, very passionate. Jenna is a coach. She just hopped on our team. And I just love, love, love what I get to do. And it's like the most unexpected thing in the whole entire world. And I just get to share my heart with you guys tonight. Okay. Hey, Jenna, how are you, girl? All right, so let me share my screen with you guys. And like I said, just ask questions, just hit the chat bar, whatever you want to. But I am going to go ahead and get started. So most of you guys, obviously, if you're on here, most of you guys know who I am or you've been following me for a while. Some of you guys are in my challenge group. And I just want to briefly give you a little bit of history about me. First and foremost, I am a Jesus girl. I was about to say, I wish I had always been a Jesus girl, but I always hate to say that because I feel like my story has a purpose. I did not come to Christ until I was 24 years old. I grew up in church, all that stuff. I was raised in the South. I was in church 9 months before I was born, but I did not give myself to Christ and ask him to be my savior until I was 24. And I was, obviously married. It changed a lot of things, but I didn't have this immediate relationship with Christ that just kind of changed who I was. It was very much a refinement process. And coaching is part of that. And coaching is definitely something, and even just my health and fitness is something that God used to bring me closer to him. The struggle made me turn to him even more. Oh gosh, I don't know what I did. Hold on just a second there. I don't know what happened. Are you guys? Let me fix that. Hold on. I had a pop up. Let's see if this will work. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. But I'm also a boy mom. Obviously, these two boys are all three of these boys are kind of my everything. And I'm just so thankful to be that. Henry is 9. Milo is 8. I am a part-time teacher. I built this business for 4 years as a full-time college history instructor. So that's part of my story. So if you work full-time or even part-time or whatever, I just had to find the pockets of my day to build this business. And I pretty quickly realized it was going to be harder than I thought, but it's also going to be a lot more rewarding than I thought. Entrepreneur is part of my business. I need to update this. Our team is a 5-star elite team. That may mean nothing to you, but we are. It's a big deal. And so I'm really proud of the women on our team. And I began my coaching business in August of 2014. I was just a mom. I started fitness. I started Beachbody in April or May of 2014. And I was just really and truly desperate for a solution to my health and fitness. I'd always been kind of a healthy person or considered myself. I loved healthy food, but I also loved to eat junk. I love chocolate. I love Big Macs. I love the value fries. I love Wendy's. And so I could always eat whatever I wanted to until I was about 33. And that's where it all just stopped. And looking back now, I really see God's hand in that. He was really getting my attention, obviously, to help me to turn to him first in my health and fitness, and then he was leading me into what you see me doing today, guys. And I say that without a doubt in my mind, that God made me gain weight so that he could make me turn to him, and that I could find Beachbody, and that I could be here today talking to you guys about what I do. And so I really and truly believe that. My slides are not going to work with me. Okay, so who we are. I think my slides are messed up. I'm so sorry. I should have double checked this again before I got on. But who we are. We are just a team of women who are on fire for one, yes, health and fitness, but we are also a team, I feel, that is set apart because we do want to honor God with our bodies and our business. And I've talked to so many people in the last few weeks, especially since our team hit this big goal. I've had so many coaches reach out to me and say, Rachel, how are you successful while simultaneously honoring God? And I'll have to say that it's not something. I've struggled with the ups and downs. I've struggled with the recognition. I've struggled with the wanting to be recognized. But at the end of the day, I want to show people that you can be a successful business owner. You can hit the big goals, Lord willing. You can work really hard and still honor God with what He has given you. I'm very passionate, especially my words this year. My goal this year is to work for the well done, to hear the well done from God, not just in my business, not just in my fitness, but I want to honor my family. I want to honor my marriage. I do still teach part-time on Tuesday and Thursday, and I want to be present where I'm at, and I want to teach my team how to do that as well. We have a lot of fun. We have a ton of fun. My team does, doing what we do and traveling and hitting these big goals and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, I want us to be women who honor God with our bodies and with our business. Okay. So, but just real quickly, who is Beachbody? Beachbody is just a company. Carl Deichler is an amazing CEO. They founded the company in 1998, wanted to give people an in-home solution to fitness. They pretty quickly found out that they could sell a lot of programs, but they didn't know if the people who were buying the programs were actually getting results. So they created the coaching opportunity. They created this coaching network where we as individuals would do the workout programs ourselves, get results, but also help other people get started in our challenge groups. And it's really an amazing setup. And so that way it's peer-to-peer support. Like, I coach you, someone coached me, we hold each other accountable, and we really encourage people to stick with this and make it a lifetime commitment. Multi-level marketing, it is a multi-level marketing company. It is not a pyramid scheme. People have said that to me. People don't really know what a pyramid scheme is. They're actually illegal. And so multi-level marketing just means that the more people that we help, the more successful that we are. And because it is multi-level marketing, any coach can join my team and actually out-earn me. They can outrank me. And you can't do that in a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is where you just sign people up with really no product or service, and you just make money off of signing other people up. That is not how this works. I am not successful as a coach unless I help you succeed, okay? And that's really important to me, and that extra level of integrity is important to me and what I do. So what is a coach? Obviously, like, you guys, if you're in my boot camps or if you watch me, you see what I do. Like, you see what I do at the end of the day. I share my story on social media. I work on my own personal health and fitness. I share the struggles, the ups and downs. I definitely, I love this because I can make my faith part of my journey, and I can share that openly. Nobody can tell me what to say or what not to say. And so, like, I invite women into my boot camps, and I cheer them on. I pair them up with a workout program. I run my challenge groups, and everything that I put into my challenge groups, you guys, like, everything that you see me post, I catalog it. I save it in a Word or a Google Doc, and I share it with my team. So, like, I don't want anybody to think that you have to come into this and start over from scratch or start coming up with all that content on your own, because I do save it all and I give it to you guys who join my team. And so I coach my challengers to be successful in their health and fitness. And then as people have success in their fitness, they naturally want to become coaches and share the love with other people. And what you find is that as you start to work on your own health and fitness, people start to notice, right? Your family, your friends, your coworkers, they start to say, hey, what are you doing? I want to know more about what you're doing. Coaching is that, only we take it into our personal lives, but we also take it onto social media, right? And so we just get to share our story with more people on that social media platform. And it's just really fun to start to discover our voice and our purpose and how we can inspire other people. We do run online fitness and accountability groups. That's where we have people join us with typically a challenge pack, which is access to Beachbody on demand, as well as a 30-day supply of Shakeology. That's a challenge pack. And so when people join, we put them into these boot camps. I mentor them daily in the boot camp. I send weekly emails, like I share my meal plans with them. And my goal is to help people make a lifelong commitment, not just to their health. I mean, not just for a month, but for a long time. And that's one of the reasons I joined the coaching opportunity, because I found for myself that 21-day fix, that the portion eating plan, that all that was sustainable. It was not something that I could only do for a little while and not live my life. But it was something I could do for a long, long time. And I could, enjoy my treat meals. I could enjoy a birthday. I could enjoy Christmas, and I could go back to what I was doing and still be healthy. And it was not a quick fix. It was not an easy solution that wasn't going to last long term, but it was something I could do for a really long time. And I wanted to teach people that as well. So I run my boot camps. I definitely try to lead by example. Obviously, like I shared openly this week, that my nutrition has not been on point, but that's just part of my story. I don't want to be perfect. I want to inspire people to realize that they can actually still be committed to their health, even with the ups and downs, right? Because I struggled with that myself for so long, for thinking that if I fell off the wagon, I was just a failure and I needed to quit. And I want to show women real life that perfection is not possible, and that we are capable of making lasting change. I love to motivate. I love to inspire people in my challenge groups and outside. And I simply teach my team to do the same thing. This is Jade. She's a coach on our team. She's amazing. And, she has been a coach for about 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now. And she's done it through pregnancy, postpartum. And it's just, I want to point out that everybody's journey and everybody's story, and therefore everyone's purpose, is different in coaching. We're not supposed to look alike, you guys. Your story is not my story, and therefore you will help people that I cannot help, because our stories are different. And so that's really important too. Like I said, we post on social media. I share this picture because the one on the left, I think it's your left, is from my very first days as a coach. And as you can see, it's very different. I didn't start out as this social media person with all this knowledge. I didn't have like the perfect setup. I didn't have these lights. I didn't have all these editing tools. I didn't have, honestly, the body that I have now. And so it's definitely been a slow build, a slow process. And I have learned so much just by taking action in this business, by taking the trainings that have been given to me and doing some research and some growth on my own. And so it's definitely been a refinement, even like an evolution process as a coach. So I don't want people to look at me today and say, I can't do what you do, Rachel. I can't say what you say. I can't take the pictures you take, because honestly, in the beginning, I couldn't either. And while I love the message that I see on the left, I hate the picture. I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so dark. And I'm not even looking at the camera, or, it just looked like I'm really unhappy and all this stuff. So it's definitely been a growth process of learning and implementing and doing as a coach. Okay. Some of the common misconceptions, I always love to talk about this because I get so many objections to coaching. And I had a lot of these in the beginning too, but a lot of these things are just things in our own heart, and they're not actually reality. And so I like to address them. I'm not a fitness expert. So let me say I'm not either. I let all the trainers that Beachbody hires do all that. My job is not to give people fitness advice. My job is to pair people up with a workout program that we already know works, and a nutrition plan that works, and just to be their cheerleader, essentially, to be their guide. Everybody that joins my boot camps, like you guys, like Kelly, Wangina, Tiffany, you are the hero of your own story. You make the choice to do the workouts. You make the choice to join the group. You're the hero. I'm just the guide, right? And so I'm not a fitness expert. Fitness experts can do this job. There are a lot of coaches who are fitness experts, but you don't have to be. And most of us, honestly, are not. We're just people whose lives have been changed by these programs, and we want to share that with other people. I'm not at my goal weight, or some people don't have weight to lose, and that is totally fine. I was not at my goal weight when I started coaching. Honestly and truly, I'm not at my goal weight right now. So you don't have to be there in order to be successful. Honestly, you just have to be committed to staying on a fitness journey for yourself, for making it a priority, and for sharing that story, sharing that journey, the ups, the downs, the wins, the fallbacks, and just be willing to inspire people with your story. I don't have a large network. Okay. I love this because a lot of people say, I don't have the social media following that you have, Rachel. And honestly, mine's still not really huge. But when I started as a coach, I don't think I had any followers on Instagram, and I only had about 150 friends on Facebook. And so like I have literally built this from day one from almost nothing. And so like if I can do that, somebody taught me how to do that, I will teach you how to do that too. You just have to honestly just slowly add people, grow your market, grow the number of people who are watching your account. And in the beginning, you really start with people that are close to you when you start to invite people, okay? You're not going to get a lot of people from social media, strangers. You're going to start with inviting people that that you already know, okay? And that's how I started. The second objection, or what am I on? Number 4 is I'm too shy. And so like, I love this one too, because I say that coaching is the perfect business for introverts, because like as outgoing as I seem and as passionate as I am, like when you put me into a crowded room, like I can talk to people, but I'm very like surface level. It takes me a while to let people into my world. Like I don't open up to a lot of people, but I feel like what I do, like initially it's a safe place I just feel like God has given me a platform to be able to talk. And I never, ever would have shared my faith so openly 5 years ago. I never would have talked about my fitness so openly 5 years ago, but I felt like I could on social media. And so like, you shy people, this is the perfect job for you, because you can sit behind your computer at home and do your work and talk to people and not feel like you have that pressure of face to face, if that makes sense. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want you to be salesy either. And honestly, if I see you being salesy, like I will call my coaches out, because this is not a job about pressuring people to buy something. This is a job about sharing our story, forming relationships, really creating a bond of trust with people, and then inviting them into our world to do what we are doing. And so I don't feel like I'm a salesy person. I don't want to be a salesy person. I just feel like I'm somebody who's super passionate about what I do. I really care about people. I believe in the things that I'm inviting other people to do, and I'm doing them myself. So I don't have to feel ashamed or pressured to sell something. I just have to inspire people to take action. And that's my goal every single day. The next one is people are worried what people will think if they start posting on social media. And, honestly, I have to be really blunt with this. Like, if people are going to judge you for posting about something that you care about, or for starting a business, or for inviting other women to do things that are working for you, then they're probably not really concerned about you. They're maybe have a little bit of something going on in their own heart, right? And so, like, I will never regret saying yes to coaching. I will never regret what this business has done, not only for me, but for the women that I get to talk to and link arms with every single day. And I hope that when I die, I can say that I gave it my all, and I did it with passion, I did it with purpose. And honestly, you guys, like, God has opened the doors wide for me to just talk about Him. And I love that about this business. A lot of people say they don't have time for this. And my answer is that we have time. We make time for what is important to us. And so before I was a coach, I had small children. I worked full time, but I found time to scroll Facebook. I found time to watch Netflix. I found time to watch, all these shows that on Thursday night, Sunday night, Tuesday night, I had my shows that I watched. And when I became a coach, I just decided that this was more important than those things. This would bring me more joy, more purpose, more productivity than sitting down on Thursday night and binge watching 3 hours of TV shows. Okay, so my view is that we make the time for what is important to us. And if this is not important to somebody, no judgment, but if you want to work a business, you can make time for it. And I did make time in the pockets of my day, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at lunchtime, 15 minutes in the afternoon. And then I worked my business after my kids went to bed. And so that's how I did it for 4 years. A lot of people say, I don't really have anything to say. I'm not that interesting. But that's not true. That is something that you have told yourself, or hopefully not, but maybe somebody else has told you. Every woman's story is unique. And this business just brings out the uniqueness of your story. Because what I'm going to teach you is that you have a brand. You have a market out there of women who are exactly like you and who can benefit from seeing and hearing your story and joining your groups and being coached by you, because you are unique. Everybody has a purpose, and God doesn't make boring people. Okay, plain and simple. Let's see, what makes us different? Okay, what makes Team Take Heart different? These are some of the ladies on our team. Obviously, I talked about sharing our story, but I really think that, and there are so many beautiful people in the coaching network, and we all do it differently. But I love that people do come to people on our team, and they're like, "You're different. Like, you don't just coach for the recognition and for the income." And I love that that's evident to people. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be because people see something different and they see that that difference is Christ, right? We can, through our posts, through our stories, through our challenge groups, in our invites, in our coaching trainings, we can point other people to Christ. And I love that we have that opportunity to do that with no one to tell us that we can't, right? And so we are different in that it's not just about the rank. It's not just about the money. Those things are great. They're blessings from God, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I love that every time our team hits a big goal, I can say that is because God bless the work, right? Because we do still work very hard. It's not that God just sitting here sprinkling fairy dust on Team Take Heart. It's that we work really hard and we trust him with the results, and we give him the glory for what happens with this business. We are a team. The people that you see hitting goals on this team are not people who just sit back and don't do anything. They're people who work. They set aside time every single day to work their business. They plug into our coach trainings and our training calls, and they are actually doing the work, setting goals, and going after those things in the name of God, okay? And I feel like, too, that we bring a lot of integrity to this business, because, like, guys, I can't coach people. I can't invite people to join my boot camps. I can't do all those things if I'm not doing it myself. I can't tell you how to run your business with integrity if I'm not doing it myself. And I think that extra level of integrity really sets us apart. And I'm not saying that our team is better than anyone else, but I do feel like we are different than a lot of other teams. And I love that about our team. And honestly, we're always challenging ourselves with workout programs, with trainings, with setting higher goals. And I love to link arms with these women and to go after big goals like that and to encourage each other in Christ. So let's talk about the money. We do earn an income as coaches, and I love that. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm proud of that. I teach all of my coaches every single month to set a goal of helping 3 people a month get started with a challenge pack and a challenge group. So we have this thing called Success Club, and whenever you help 3 women, 3 men, who it doesn't have to be women, get started with a challenge pack every month, then you hit Success Club. When you're hitting Success Club, you are reaching that base goal, and that is just representative of the fact that you're actually helping people. And so that's a really good solid foundation for your business. If you don't hit Success Club, you're still a coach, you still earn income, but that's just kind of a basic growth standard that I teach my team. You earn 25% income on products that you sell to people who join. So if you have a challenger who joins and orders Energize or Recover or Beach Bars or something like that, you earn 25%, on everything people order. Now, when they order a challenge pack, you actually earn a little bit more. You earn more like 40% on that challenge pack. And so every month you're helping people, and you're earning that income. And as you start to duplicate that success, you duplicate that process, and you invite people to join your team as coaches, just like I'm inviting you now, and you teach them to do the same thing. You're just duplicating that income growth in your team. You also save 25% on your own products. So as a coach, you save 25% on your Shakeology, on your beach bars, on your go-go juice, whatever it is. And so that's a nice little savings too. As you start to grow your team, you open the doors to earning more income. So when you join as a coach, and then you add 2 people under you, 2 coaches under you, you actually unlock the bonus earning potential, all right? And as you continue to do that, you continue to earn more income. And so I'm not going to go into the particulars, but obviously there is income growth and income potential the bigger you grow your team. And so I will teach you how to do those things. I'll teach you how to make your coach announcement. I'll teach you how to talk to people about challenge groups and challenge packs. I'll teach you how to run your own group and how to recruit coaches and all of that stuff. You just have to take what I teach you and go and do it, right? And copy what I do, essentially. Everything in this business is duplicatable, and that's what is just so awesome. Obviously, we do earn travel rewards. So you've probably seen me travel a lot. I just got back from a trip. I'm going to on a cruise in March, and then I have a lot of trips this year. Honestly, as you grow within the business, as you rank advance and you grow your team, there are more opportunities to travel, which are such a blessing, because I could never do things like this with my family if it was not for Beachbody. And so, like, I think that's a great perk and a great reward to get. So how to get started. So a lot of you guys already have a challenge pack. A lot of you guys are already in a challenge group. Some of you are even coaches already, right? But the basic way to get started as a coach is to become a coach with that challenge pack. Because whenever you sign up with a challenge pack, they waive the $40 fee to sign up. If you have already purchased a challenge pack, you can pay the $40 to become a coach, and you will get that refunded. So challenge pack waives your fees, right? There are no annual fees, but you do pay a monthly coaching fee. It's actually $15.95. It shouldn't say $16.95, unless you're military or you're an active military spouse, or if you're a veteran, you don't have to pay any coaching fees, which is awesome. But there is a coaching fee of $15.95. Even with that fee, you still earn 25% off. And so just on your Shakeology alone, you save about $20, $25 a month, depending on where you live and taxes and things like that. So you still save a lot, even if you're just a discount coach on your Shakeology and everything else. You're not required to buy something to be a coach. You're not required to hit Success Club to maintain your coach account. I know there are a lot of MLMs that make you buy a certain amount in order to stay active. You don't have to do that. But if you do want to grow your business, you're drinking Shakeology, you're being a proof that that product works, and you are ordering every single month, right? A challenge pack sign up costs $160. So with that, you get your year membership to Beachbody On Demand. You get your portion containers. You get your 30-day supply of Shakeology. So honestly, your investment in this business is your health. And so, like, even if you started this business and you never did anything with it except work out and drink your Shakeology, you're still a winner in my book, right? So that you're not like stocking your shelves with products. You don't have to ship out products to anyone. That $15.95 a month actually covers your coaching fees for Beachbody to do all of that for you. You get access to your coach online office. They manage everything for you. So that's a huge plus for this too. So when you join, what can you expect from me or from our team? Some of you guys, someone else invited you here, but what can you expect from our team? So as a brand new coach, you get a new coach packet email that basically tells you exactly what you need to do to get started. You get access to our new coach training. You schedule a one-on-one call with your upline coach, whoever signs you up, and we tell you step-by-step what to do. The new coach training, I've actually just revamped it. It's a 2-week coach training. So you learn how to set up your coach online office. You learn about sharing your story. You learn how to launch your coaching business, your coach announcement. You learn how to talk to people about challenge groups, how to handle objections, like how to hit Success Club. And so like we walk you through step by step what to do in your business that first 2 weeks. And then you just repeat it, honestly, for another 2 weeks. And then once you hit Emerald, once you hit Success Club, which is signing 3 people up your first month, you will get access to the next level of training. So no matter where you're at in this business, you have access to a training that will help you grow, okay? Our team has 2 monthly calls every single month. Beachbody gives us great training. I mean, like, there's probably too much training, but I'll tell you where to focus. You're not going to fail for a lack of training. I promise you that, okay? But it will just kind of direct you in the right, I'll point you where you need to go and the focus that you need to take. We do have team hangouts. Like, we do some things a few times a year. We have an annual Coach Summit. It's in Indianapolis this year. It is July 11th through the 14th, I think, or the 13th. I can't remember. It's right there in the middle of July, but I know it starts the 11th. And so that's an annual event that we all go to. If you buy your ticket to Summit, if you actually hit Success Club your first 3 months as a coach, you get that ticket for free. And so we all hang out. We go to trainings. Beachbody trains us well. Our team trains us well. We are part of the #1 team, #2 team now in the whole network of coaches. And so our training is exceptional, honestly. It's just a matter of you taking the training and you doing it and implementing it and making that success happen for yourself. We do have leadership retreats. We do a couple of those a year. Once you hit certain ranks in your business, you actually earn those retreats, and they're awesome. Sometimes we go to the beach. Sometimes we go to Nashville. We have done different things, but it's great to just be together and fellowship and plan and pray over our business. So there is a ton of support there. It is a lot of fun. We have a ton of fun. And we just all get along, because as you'll find, like, who you attract in this business to your team, to your challenge groups, you attract yourself. And so it's really fun to hang out with people who are like you and have the same goals and visions and values as you do, okay? So there are a couple of different options. I've kind of gone over those a little bit about the approach or the intensity that you're going to take in this business. I have a lot of people who are just discount coaches. They just love Shakeology. They love the discount. They love the products, and they just want to be a coach so they can save 25% on whatever they order. And that's great. Honestly, that was kind of what I thought I would be in the beginning. I thought, I'll just buy my Shakeology, I'll get it paid for, and then I'll just rock the discount. Okay. Obviously, God had different plans. There are part-time coaches, which is what I did for a while. You just want to earn a couple of $100 a week. Maybe you have an hour to 2 hours a day to commit to this. And that is great. You can do that. You can get your Shakeology paid for. You can earn a couple $100 a week just by working 2 hours a day. But then I quickly found that, hey, there's like legit potential in this business to work it full time. And so I started to commit more time. I started to commit 3 hours a day. I would work my business for a few hours on Saturday while my kids played in the yard or they went to do something. And so I really went through every single one of these steps. So working towards full time. And then obviously you could be a full-time coach. If you want to quit your job, or you want to replace an income, or maybe you want to start a full-time something, you can definitely do this business full-time. I'm definitely doing that now, even though I still teach a couple of mornings a week. I am, within a few years, even just working very part-time, I surpassed my income as a teacher. And so it became clear, Matt and I were like, okay, God's calling you to be home more. So I pulled away from my teaching job to work this business full-time. How can you be successful? These are my best tips for anyone that joins my team. I will not sugarcoat it and say anybody can be successful in this business, because that's just not true. I think anybody can do this business. I think anybody can work this business and grow it, but I don't think that just anybody is that type of person that does it. I think that you have to be coachable, which means that you take the advice, you take the training that we give you, and you actually do it, right? So there are a lot of people that come into this business and they say they want to be successful, but they never actually do the work that we coach them to do, right? And so I'm definitely looking for people who love it, who love the products, who love the challenge groups, who love the community, and they'll take the training and they'll actually do it because it's not complicated. It's really not complicated, or it doesn't take like a rocket scientist or somebody with a perfect body. You just have to be willing to do the work and trust the process because it does work. And this business is built one tiny action step at a time. And sometimes that can be mundane. Sometimes that can be boring, or sometimes you think, I'm not growing fast enough. But if you trust the process and you just do the work and lean into the training and definitely make it your own, you guys, like this is not a copycat business. This is a business where you've got to be yourself and you've got to trust God with how he created you and who he created you to be. And you just do it. Like you just do it and you find the joy in it, even in the mundane. And the highs and the lows. Like there's so much joy and purpose in this business that it is so worth it. It is worth every single ounce of energy that I put into it. Just looking at you guys here tonight, like it's worth it to be able to share this with you. And it's definitely a business that forces you outside of your comfort zone. I never, ever, ever could have imagined that I would be leading this type of call tonight. Never could have imagined that I would fly to Pittsburgh and talk to a bunch of coaches about how to be successful. I never could have imagined I would even be leading challenge groups or posting on social media. Like, guys, that was not me. But because I was willing to get uncomfortable and take that training and implement it and trust God with the rest, like he has helped me succeed in this business. And definitely having a strong why. Why do you want to do it? Because there will be days where you don't want to get up and push play. There will be days where you fall off the wagon and you're like, I'm not good enough to be a coach. There will be days where you maybe get like a condescending message from your mom or your sister, and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But definitely knowing why you're doing this will push you through on those hard days. And so what's next? Like, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions, but what happens when you sign up as a coach? You get enrolled in our new coach university. Like I said, you get that new coach packet. It comes in an email from me or from whomever signs you up, and you just start. Honestly, it's a business where you just start. Like I will push you to make your coach announcement within a few days of signing up and start to invite people to our challenge groups and just like walk you through that training and help you be successful. So what I always ask people to do at this point is, yes, do you have questions? Let me know. But think about what appeals to you most. You know, for some people, it's the community. For some people, it's that extra level of accountability in your fitness. For some people, it's the income and the travel. And some people, it's the opportunity just to be bold with your story. For some people, it's all of that stuff. You know, for me, it was not all of that in the beginning, but now it's all combined to make me super passionate about what I do. And I love to do this and to teach other people how to do it as well. And so I just want to ask you guys, like, I kept that so short. I'm so proud of myself. Do you have any questions for me about any of it? That's a lot of information, especially if you've never talked to me about coaching before. Some of you guys have, and you're super familiar with what I do and how it works. But let me ask you, do you have any questions for me? I'm just going to unmute everybody because there's just 4 of us tonight. So shoot, or Wanjina, do you want to say anything? Because you are a coach.
Yes, I am. How are y'all? I just want to say that this is like one of the best teams, guys, and I'm telling you that Rachel has like really inspired and changed my life. I'm so excited to be a part of Team Take Heart, and I hope that you guys join.
She's so sweet. She's such a learner. I love this woman. We had a funny start to coaching, didn't we?
We surely did.
I
ran for y'all for like about 2 or 3 months. I was like, I don't know. But yeah, came on around, but I love it. I really do.
All right. Kelly or Tiffany, do you guys have any questions or thoughts?
So
what? What'd you say?
It's new to me, but I'm listening.
Yeah. And that's, like, honestly, let me say this too. Like, I sat through like 4 of these calls before I decided to coach. Like, I didn't want to. I was like Wanjina, I was running from it. And I can remember sitting on my couch in that living room and saying, Matt, I don't want to do this, but I feel like I'm supposed to do this. And so like it took a lot of education and a lot of just moving forward. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think I'm supposed to. So, and if you're not, like, that's okay. Like, I love having you as a challenger, like whatever you decide. But I'm thankful every day that somebody asked me over and over again to do this. Callie, what were you going to say?
I've had a very interesting December, just with a lot of thinking about this and just talking to my husband about it. And I have a list of questions.
Okay.
But maybe these are questions that you would answer, because in that 2-week thing that you mentioned, maybe some of this is going to be answered in that. So I can wait for that. Or maybe these are questions that we can, like, I think they're more technical questions, like how to do stuff.
Yeah. Well, one, you're already a coach. I mean, like, I can give you the link to that training and you can go through it and work through it and then ask your questions, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, you're already a coach, so like I have no problem hooking you up with that. Like, so we can talk about that. But if there's anything you think would benefit somebody else, you can ask it. But if it's too technical, just follow your gut.
Yeah, it might be too technical. Just, I guess my thing is I might actually be ready to play around with this a little bit. So we'll see.
You're already doing it.
Well,
like,
I mean, just do more than just be a discount coach, and to actually like.
Well, I mean, what I meant is you're already doing it on social media.
I'm trying, but that's what I want to learn more about, is just like, I'm like, I cannot get this picture any brighter, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that stuff. Like, I like that kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is, oh my gosh, like, I didn't know how to do anything that you see me doing today when I started. Like, I've had to learn every single bit of it, from how to take a selfie. Y'all, I didn't even know my iPhone would take a selfie. Like, I propped my phone up like this for forever, and I didn't know. I was that girl. And like, no joke. And they were horrible. They were horrible pictures. I didn't know how to like create a group on Facebook. Like, I didn't know how to schedule posts. Like, I didn't know any of it. And so like, I've learned it all from like square one. And so I'm just confident if I can do that, then anybody can do that. So, and I obviously like can teach you how now. So, that's what I do, right?
So is a lot of your posts, I mean, I'm assuming you've been a coach a while, since 2014. So some of your stuff, is it just reposting some of that, or is that a fresh post every post?
It's usually a fresh post. I might reuse a picture, like that picture I posted this morning of my living room couch. Like, those were all pictures I've taken before, but the content was different. And so like, that is a good question, because obviously my story has changed in 14 years, right? In the beginning, I was a brand new challenger who was struggling to decide, could I even stick with my own health and fitness? Like, I'd never done it before. And then like, you know, I was trying to figure out how to work the business. I wasn't inviting to coaching. I was just honestly trying to help people sign up for a challenge group for a really long time. And then I started to move into like actually recruiting coaches and training them. And, you know, it didn't all happen at once. It was definitely for me, it was a very slow build. So, you know, I just always tell my coaches, I don't care how fast you go, just as long as you're consistent. Like, if you're moving at this pace, you just keep moving at that pace. You don't go back. You don't stop. You just keep moving, and then you slowly increase intensity. I have some people who just go straight out of the gate. I have some people that don't ever do anything. So, you know, like, it just, consistency is important.
Yeah, well, I believe in consistency.
Good. I mean, I can tell that about you from our challenge group.
Well, and I guess one of my biggest fears is, and I'm really interested. I just think one of my biggest fears is committing the time.
Yeah.
We own our own business, and like literally the weekend, I was gone the whole entire weekend. I didn't even get you my meal plan until Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is.
But it's not something that you know, I'm with you on, I guess in January, that's when I decided that you make time for the things that is important.
Right. Yeah.
So if I committed to something, I am committed. Because now I've competed and done a lot of different things. But I know my commitment, once I make a commitment, you know, I will finish what I say.
Yes.
So my biggest thing is trying, you know, me and my husband talking about it, trying to come up, you know, with some time. With the business, I've got a little bit more freedom than I used to have.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I've been going tonight, is because I have committed back to the gym this year, and I'm going to make it fit. It's going to work, and I'm going to make it fit.
Right.
But it hasn't fit because I haven't made that commitment.
And I'll tell you, I don't know if I can get to it while we're on this call, but like we have a very specific guide for coaches. Like it's called a business activity tracker, and it actually tells you exactly what to do in your business every single day. And our updated one even has like time slots beside it. Like spend 10 minutes connecting with new people, like spend 25 minutes, throughout the day, like posting stories. Spend 15 minutes inviting people to your challenge group, spend 10 minutes a day reading personal development, and so it's very specific, like, especially for you type A people like me. Although I am kind of a squirrel the older I get, but you don't have to come into this business and say, what do I do? And how much time do I need to spend on it? Like Beachbody sets us up for success. And if you are willing to take that guide and just do it, that's where I say anybody can be successful. It's just the people that choose to do it. Right. And so if you have a couple of hours a day, I didn't have 2 hours blocked out as a new coach. I had 15 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at lunch. I used my commute to work my business, and then nighttime after my kids went to bed. So it was very, it was all kind of a hot mess for a while, but it worked.
And I'm very impressed with it. I didn't know that I would like it as much as I have. It's very convenient for me. And I'm at the gym, and there's people at the gym hiring personal trainers that could do what I'm doing up in the room. And I hate to even walk down there and say, you're spending way too much money.
You're like, I'm spending $8 a month. Well, actually, when you buy a challenge pack, you're not even spending $8 a month. You're spending $2 a month on your Beachbody on demand.
I was like, what's the catch? Because that's, what does that really come with? Because it was $6 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Then I was like, you get all the videos for $6.
And you get the nutrition plan, that's at the end. You get access to our boot camp. It's just, the value is out. It's through the roof. And if you can just grasp that for yourself, you can convince other people too. Right. So,
and I like the idea of if you join, you get a little break on the products and stuff. So it's probably worth it for that.
Yeah. If I quit coaching tomorrow, I would still drink Shakeology. I would still drink Energize. I'm a believer.
How many new, when I ask you this, how many new people would you say that you talk to a month? Is it just very
how many people do I help sign up?
Yeah. Do you have I know you surely have a repeat.
Yeah. But my goal every month, those 3 people are new people every month. So bring new challengers into or coaches into your business, because coaches count too. But I average personally between 5 and 10 new people a month. I didn't in the beginning. In the beginning, I have helped 3 people every single month I've been a coach. So don't go into it with that scarcity mentality. There are people out there that need your help. I teach you how to grow your social media. Obviously you guys were all strangers to me, right? But social media connected us. And so, but I teach my coaches a minimum of 3 people a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do after this? If you did decide you wanted to do a coach, I just reach out to you.
You just let me know, and we'll switch you over to a coach, get you started. Get you in the training, we'll launch your business, and then I'll share some sample invites for you to start to invite people that you already know, and teach you how to sign them up. And they'll just go into our challenge group. I like to teach my coaches to run their own challenge groups after a couple of months. And some people start out Kelly, you could run your own challenge group tomorrow. I know that about you. But some people start out doing their own. I didn't run a challenge group for 3 months, and I wish I'd started earlier, because, you just get confidence by doing stuff. And so that, I like to teach my coaches to run their own challenge group after a month or 2. And so that's kind of the process that we would take. And again, everything that I do, I can give it to you. So.
How long is the challenge? I mean, each challenge is different that y'all do, or is it all?
Yeah. So like Transform 20 is a 6-week program. So that's a 6-week challenge group. In the past, I've done it different ways. I've done like 30-day challenge groups, and I start a new one every month. But what my plan this year is to like keep a challenge group going and just change the theme of it every month, the focus of it, because I found last year that I kept a lot of my challengers together for a really long time, and they just feed off of each other, and it's cool to be together, and just the hopping around was just a lot more work than I wanted to do, honestly. So, I tell people when they sign up with a challenge pack that they have access to my boot camps for a whole year. Like, even if they stop ordering Shakeology, they still have that access to the boot camp. And so I just leave it open for the year. I think that's my plan. You can do you can do it however you want to.
Gotcha.
Good questions. These are good questions. Anybody else? Thank you for taking the time to listen. I obviously like to talk about it. So I will, just message me and tell me, like, if you have more questions, totally cool. Kelly, if you want to go in that training, you're on Facebook.
Oh, well, no, but I was thinking about it.
Okay. Well, even if you're not, I could easily put that training into like just a document and give it to you.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, and I did create like just a generic dummy account that nobody knows about, just to feel it out, and that's a whole other process.
And you could just use that to go into the training, because it is cool. I like to have those trainings because, like, Wangina can testify to this. Like, you kind of feed off of each other, right?
Yeah.
And like you ask questions and it helps somebody else, and vice versa. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's pray, and then we'll go. Okay. And then we'll all go to bed and think about it. All right. God, thank you so much for this opportunity to share my heart and share what you have done in my life, in my body, in my spirit, in my business, God. And I pray that you would please just use these words to encourage someone, to bless someone, to inspire someone. And I just pray that you would go before all of us, increase our territory, increase the number of women that we get to inspire, that we get to impact, God. I pray that no matter what direction that these women go, that you would give them confidence in you. And that if it's your will that they would be successful at this, that you would help me to be successful so that I can give you glory and praise for all that happens, Lord. And I just thank you so much again for all that you've done in my life. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, you guys, well, I'm going to let